So here we are looking at section 4 of the RFP, or as they call it, FOA, on the PrEP program. This tells you how to submit the information. Obviously, once you've gone to the trouble of trying to put it all together, you want to submit it. And that's why it's important to look at this from the beginning so you know what to do when the writing's all done. Generally, you're supposed to do it electronically, although if you receive an exemption, then you can do it in the paper format, and that's how you can look here about that. You have to have your standard forms. Okay. And here's important information about formatting the application. Okay. It has to be signed by the authorized organizational representative. Up here it's important that for the last couple of years you have to apply electronically via www.grants.gov, and you may only have 2 electronic files excluding the standard forms and OMB approved forms. So only 2 files will be accepted and all other files will be removed. That's important. So in addition, we've got the point of contact who has to be signed. The authorized organizational representative is the person that the government will contact. There's an application checklist that you need to follow carefully. Now, this is also a vital thing. Accepted font style must be in Times New Roman 12-point font, except for footnotes, which may be in Times New Roman 10-point font. So don't mess around with that. They'll disqualify you for that, or they'll cut things off. All applications must be double-spaced. Now this varies from one grant FOA or RFP to another, so you got to look at it in every single situation. There are some parts that are exempted from double spacing, and they're listed here. What happens if you fail to adhere to the formatting? Well, they will adjust your proposal by removing some of the information if you're gone on too long. So don't mess with that. It just causes you trouble and irritates them. Okay? And if something is removed because it's too long, then the reviewers won't even read it. Okay? So there's all this information about the accepted application format. So don't be irritated with your instructors if they give you severe penalties for not following the rules. Okay. This one is 60 pages long. That's obviously something that you're interested in knowing. And that 60 pages includes these 8 things: table of contents, abstract, objectives and need for assistance, the approach or your program, evaluation, capacity, logic model, and budgeting. There can be an additional 40 pages that include all of these other things. So these are all important things to know. And again, that's double space, so that's really just writing a 30-page paper if you're doing single space. Okay, so that's the requirements. There's more about how to apply and to submit your information electronically. All of this is information you might think, well, why do I need to know that even before I write the grant? And that's obviously because you've got to keep in mind all of these restrictions before you consider your grant proposal written. Here's something that you might not notice. The file names can only be 50 characters long. So you've got to know all this stuff. Again, it's a lot of detail, but if you don't do it right, your proposal is graded down or not even allowed to be used. All right, we'll talk about the project description in the next video.